All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. And as an added benefit, I do respond to all DMs or messages in the Patreon app, and you can schedule a phone call with me where we can go over your exact buying situation on how to get the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate. And on top of that, shout out to my latest Patreon member, George. Thank you for supporting. If you want to check it out, Patreon link down below in the description. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. So before we get into it, of course, this is not a model that is for the US market. It's North America. So Mexico is the country that they've released it. In America at the moment, there's the rear wheel drive, the lowest, cheapest one at the moment at $38,990. But of course, the long range rear wheel drive with the $7,500 federal tax credit actually gets you to about $35,000 as a price point. But really, arguably, probably the long range all-wheel drive is the best value at the moment. And of course, some models of the Model 3 Performance do qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit as long as you get full self-driving, or if you just pick the stealth gray color. But here it is. So Tesla is testing the Model 3 with a cheaper interior. And not only is it a cheaper interior, they've really stripped a lot of the different features that are kind of nice in a Model 3. When I was taking a look at this, I was like, oh, maybe I'll be okay if that was different, or if this was different, but there's a couple things that are kind of a non-starter to me. So the first one, of course, is the interior seats. It's got the standard fabric, or that speed cloth type of material, which on the surface level isn't that bad because, vegan leather, it's great. It's definitely maybe a little bit more luxurious, but at the end of the day, like speed fabric or standard fabric might be okay. The biggest thing here is, though, that it appears you do lose the ventilated and heated seats with this, so that would kind of be a non-starter for us because ventilated seats, once you get used to it, it's pretty nice. The next one is this rear screen. They've removed it in the back of it, which, I'm okay with that because, I never really sit in the back of my Tesla vehicles, but I could see how some people would really want this if they have kids or anything like that. But another thing that's also been removed is the heated steering wheel. No longer do you have heated seats and heated steering wheel, and I really like a heated steering wheel, so I don't know if I could go with that or be without it. Next one is the ambient LED lighting in the interior. Of course, currently the Model 3 Highland has the LED colors with all the different colors that you can choose, but the Mexico cheaper version has just white LED lighting in the interior, which I guess that would be okay. I think I'll be okay with that one. It's not a big deal with that, and I really feel like there could be some aftermarket options, maybe like a $50 kit or something that could get you that same colored LED. Doing the exchange rate, it's about $35,000 that they're charging for this vehicle, and of course there is no federal tax credit over there for electric vehicles, so certainly it could be a better deal. But here's the full list of everything that you could find that it is being removed from, and so let us know if there's some things with this vehicle that you don't like or that you must have had in a rear-wheel drive or even a long range. Another thing that they've removed is that it's acoustic glass for only the front windows instead of all windows all around. So certainly, very interesting move for sure, and they certainly probably are testing this vehicle in that market, and maybe this is something that comes to the US market at an even cheaper price than what's out there. Maybe they add this as options to try and say like, hey, if you want leather interior, you can pay the $1,000, or maybe speed standard fabric is free and you can get an even cheaper version than that. But leave it to Tesla to try and keep optimizing and trying to figure out how can they make their vehicles low cost, because maybe some of these features are on their robotaxi and they're trying to carry it over to the Model 3 to try and get some of it over there. The other thing, as just like how it is in the Model 3 rear-wheel drive long range, that has 9 speakers, whereas the all-wheel drive has 17 speakers, and of course the long range and all-wheel drive and the Performance also have 17 speakers as well. So if you're a little bit of an audiophile, then that's probably a non-starter for you. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Of course, across the board, a Model Y might be a better deal, especially when you look at Model Y performance. But Model 3, I would say the best recommended version at the moment, I would still say it would be a toss-up between long-range rear-wheel drive or even long-range all-wheel drive as the most value that it is out there. But let us know, would you be okay with some of these different features removed from your Tesla vehicle? I mean, at a $4,000 lower price, I mean, why not? Because that certainly might get us closer to down, if it qualifies for the tax credit, maybe even like $35,000 to $30,000 in the US, which gets us closer and closer to that elusive $25,000 threshold that a lot of people seem to think that would sell a ton more Tesla vehicles and electric vehicles out there. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking.